We are really lucky and really unique in that our community and our surroundings include museums. Because of where we are, we really wanted to be kind of a lab where we could test out how to use the museums, use objects, and really use our location to see the best ways that children learn.
Ellie, which toy would you like?
For kids, it's good to be outside the classroom. They see all these things that are unfamiliar to them that they can explore and then kind of deepen their understanding of the world around them. Random things that pop up that interest them that are just ways of learning socially, emotionally, and it's like you can find all of that.
Anything you could think of, you could make a lesson out of using any of these museums or gardens. It gives us just a much bigger environment to work with.
And I think people don't understand that it is possible to have a preschool in a museum and have your children safely and calmly moving about museum spaces. We consider them so precious as adults. This morning, we got to look at some dinosaur toys and some dinosaur skeleton toys in our classroom. And we took some of those outside with us and brought them to our playground. We've got a little garden area and a couple of dirt boxes just for digging in.
You're gonna scoop it out. You're gonna scoop in. There you go.
And we brought them onto the garden with us and let them sort of just dig around and get their hands dirty and learn what it felt like to use a brush to brush away some dirt versus a shovel versus a bucket versus a sifter or a trowel. And just let them sort of explore. And they're getting that sensory input of this is what dirt feels like, this is what mulch feels like. They're, working on their sort of interpersonal skills, sharing a space together. We're proving that your little ones can be here and it can be safe and it can be fun and it can be educational.
Do you wanna see the seeds I have in my hands?
Today we went to the Victory Garden. It's a place where it's not in our classroom, so there's not necessarily the four walls that are containing them, so they have a little bit more freedom to move about. They have that exploration aspect. We've been doing this farm to table lesson, and so today with the lesson, we had harvested these seeds last week because we were learning about fruit, and that connection there of taking the seeds and planting them and have that kind of full circle moment outside in nature.
I'm gonna bring around some dirt and we're gonna get them ready to plant.
Because of where we are, we really wanted to use our location to see the best ways that children learn. But you can do this kind of community-based learning in any location. You may not have the National Postal Museum in your neighborhood, but you can visit a post office or even bring your local mail carrier in to meet the children.
These spaces are for everybody. They might seem intimidating, but when we get you in there, again, with young children, we're going to show you these connections.
I believe that we are laying a really important foundation for them. These neighborhood spaces and connections are what create the child's everyday world, and there's just so much to learn from that.